Hello. Now that you know how do we send the data from Bubble to Google Sheets using the split cell method or the tabular method, along with adding new rows, let's look at how do we delete the rows. Because as per the initial template that you had created, we would have left just one row and we added two more rows because we wanted to send three rows of data. It could be 3, it could be 5, it could be 10, and so on and so forth. And when you generate the next invoice, you wouldn't want those 10 rows to be there. You just want one rows so that you can dynamically add the number of rows based on the number of items that you are sending in. So let's look at how do we delete the extra added rows from the plugin. So we have this button delete rows, and let's look at delete rows method. So spreadsheet ID, which is this one from the Google Sheets. Tab name is the sheet name. Starting row number needs to be this one from where we have added the rows. Okay, not the first one, but from where we have added the rows. So this will be 19. And number of rows to delete is 2 in this case because we added 2 rows of data. So basically this is exactly the same as add rows. Number that we have given in add rows, we have to give the same thing. If it's dynamic, we could give it dynamic. And auth token is bearer space access token, which I've already copied, so I'll use the same thing. Now using this should delete these 2 rows of data. Let's test this. I'll go here, click on refresh. Let me now click on delete rows and see the Google Sheets. As you can see, this row is got deleted. Now we can either clear the cell after delete rows, or we could clear this when we are sending the next data. Anyways, delete row needs to be used along with PDF generation. So the ideal workflow would be inserting the rows, sending the data in a tabular form to these rows, giving a short delay of a few seconds, generating the PDF. The delay is basically to ensure that the data is already in the Google Sheets when the PDF is getting generated, and then give a delay of 2 minutes, or even better, deleting the rows from the backend workflow. That would ensure that you can delete the rows with a scheduled delay of 2 minutes by which your PDF is already generated. Copy this, go to the backend workflow, create a new API call, which will be delete rows without a space. Put this. Now all of this can be sent dynamically, or you would want to keep everything as is and only the number of rows can be dynamic, which can be added here as rows count, which is a number. So come over here and say this. Also keep in mind that the access token is valid only for 60 minutes. So you would want to generate a new access token using the refresh token method. We have already created a video explaining how to use that. And you want to call this with a delay after generation of PDF. That is, we have PDF here, download, and then you can schedule API workflow where you say delete rows. So you say current date and time plus minutes 2, and rows is whatever you have used here, right? It could just be 2, or if you have used a dynamic value, uh, doing a search for and then counting, or repeating group list of items count, you could give that as well here. And this should be the flow how you use delete rows. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.